In 2007, Leander stepped out to the corporate world in London, the UK, into Kathmandu, Nepal. She came to help out at one of the orphanages. While she was in Kathmandu, she saw that there were so many children on the streets begging for food and money. Those who were not doing this were sniffing glue. These children were suffering due to their parents' own hardship. Some did not have parents. Parents cannot always afford to support themselves and their children. As a result, education is rarely considered. Seeing all of this, Leander was very shocked and saddened to see how the children in Nepal had to live. Leander realized that a small help could make a big difference. While she was in Nepal, she made a very good friend, Razu, who had a similar desire to help. Together, they believed that they could make a difference. And that is how MySmallHelp was set up. Today, MySmallHelp focuses on giving children their basic rights and also believes that every child is entitled to the provision of a free education. Children are the future generation, and they deserve the opportunity of literacy. Because Leander's own experience started in Nepal, this is where she felt it needed to continue. Nepal is a small country that lies between India and China. It is a highly diverse country, rich in geography, culture, and religion. Nepal is home to Mount Everest, the highest mountains in the world. Although Nepal is one of the most beautiful countries, it also has its own problems. It is one of the poorest countries in the world and falls among the 50 least developed. 32% of the total population lives below the poverty line, and 7.5 million people live in absolute poverty. The literacy rate in Nepal is very low in comparison to its neighbouring countries. Due to an unstable government, from a decade-long armed conflict between the Maoists and the government, the country has been deeply affected and been led into its present underdeveloped state. This has caused upheaval in the villages, with many village people fleeing from their homes, and as a result, children have been left without homes or families. This has also created a large influx of village families into Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, searching for a better life. This is very often not the reality, and this is what led Leander to search for sponsors for the orphans and the impoverished children. Leander thought up a scheme called A Bottle of Beer a Month, which helped her to find sponsors for over 70 children in different areas of Kathmandu. Anita has no mother and her father is an alcoholic, but he does not care for Anita. Her father used her in order to get money so that he could drink. Anita was taken to an orphanage where she was badly treated. In the end, she was evicted from the orphanage because she told the truth. Leander decided to sponsor Anita to give her an education, as well as find her accommodation. Today, Anita is a happy girl. She has grown up a lot and she has found the family that she never had. Anita studies hard, her headaches that she suffered from have gone, and there is a brighter future ahead of her. Anita is an example of what MySmallHelp is trying to do, and that is to make a small difference in a child's life. Sunita was 7 years old when she was brought to Maribor Orphanage in Kathmandu by her uncle. Her mother is not able to walk, and Sunita has no father as she was a product of rape. Sunita was so unhappy and scared when she first arrived at Maribor that she cried for 24 hours. She was very shy and found it difficult to make friends with the other children. Sunita also found it difficult to understand Nepali as this was not the language of her village. Today, Sunita is a different little girl. She has many friends and smiles so much of the time. She loves being at the orphanage and studies very hard, coming first in her class in her examinations. One day, she would like to become a successful woman so she can look after her mother. Kalpana was born on the street to a mentally ill mother and has no father. Kalpana started life begging with her mother until her mother died a few years ago.